What's good, kings and queens? What's good, kings and queens? I hope all is fair and well on your side because all is lovely on my side. It's I think it's like 5:47 and it's about to get dark. As you can tell, it rained a little bit earlier because this is raining season. But I wanna touch on a couple of things, that has something to do with the last video that I made about me having to probably come back to the states. And many people was wondering, why do I have all these things in storage? Why would you leave your 14-year-old daughter behind? Okay. For one, I did not know her mom was going to die. Last year, I came here. Last year, I was still working. I was having a vacation in May. I was supposed to come here for 3 weeks. So a few days before my vacation, just out of the blue, I didn't wake up that morning knowing that I was going to quit my job, but I told my boss I quit. I want to stay in Ghana. Like when I go on my vacation, I don't want to come back in 3 weeks because I normally come every year for only 3 weeks. I pay all of that money for the plane ticket to stay for 3 weeks in my house, and that just wasn't enough for me. So I ended up staying here for 3 months, and I went back. Well, when I was here, even though I don't spend a lot of money when I'm here, but something was telling me that I need to go back to the States and start a smaller business. So that's what I did. I went back to the States, started my smaller business, and my plan was to come back. Even my 14-year-old mom was still living. She was just in the middle of about to buy some land here because she wanted to bring my daughter here because she know how I am about my daughter. Anybody that knows me know I love my kids. I will walk through hell with gasoline draws on for my kids. All right. So I went back, I started my business, came back here. That's how I end up with the things still inside of the storage. Because my brother that's in jail, he comes up for parole in December, and I'm hoping that they let him out. So that's my reason for still having the things in storage. And you're right, a lot of things in storage I do not need, I do not want. The only thing I want in there is my exercise equipment. But I was trying to give my brother a starter kit so he can have everything he needs. And plus besides the things in my house, my house is, I have a different theme in my house, so all of those things, you're right, I don't need it, but my brother will. And I'm sorry that my heart is so big that I look out for my family. My dad didn't look out for me as well as I try to look out for my kids. All my so-called friends and all my so-called friends and family, they didn't do right by me, but I said that I'm going to do right by my people. I'm not here to save everybody, but my immediate family, like my kids, I look out for them. It's ready. Okay, okay. Like I say, I didn't know that my 14-year-old mom was gonna die. She just died unexpectedly, you know. And when she died, I was already here. I came back to Ghana in October, and my 14-year-old mom died in November. Okay, and I was still here. So that explains why my 14-year-old daughter is in America and I'm still here. Okay. My 24-year-old was just about to find a place to live. And like I said, I can't trust anybody else with my daughter. If it's not me, it has to be my 24-year-old daughter. So I gave my 24-year-old daughter the power of attorney over her so she can, take her to the hospital if she needs to, so she can check her in and out of school if she needs to or whatever. So that explains why my daughter is still there. And yes, she is willing to come here if my daughter cannot get her act together. I gave my daughter 2 months because I have to come to the States anyway, like the end of July. So hopefully my daughter have her act together. If she don't, then I will be bringing Amila back with me. Amila is my 14-year-old. Amanda is my 24-year-old. And what works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. But please don't let that scare you guys. Moving to Africa is not as hard as people make it seem. And it's not as easy as you think as well. There's another video I made, about saying just put your plan together. Put your plan together. Some of you guys are already getting some type of check or whatever. I can't sit around and wait until I'm 55 or 60 and come here. I'm trying to enjoy it now. I'm 46 years old. I got to enjoy it now. So I took it up on my own to make this decision. I even could have stayed at my job for one more year. That's why my original goal was to come in 2024, because I wouldn't have got my full retirement, but I would have got some of my retirement if I would at least stay for one more year. But I'm hard headed. I love Ghana. I'm sorry. I have what you call a bad case of Ghana on the brain. I got to be in Africa. I have to be here. It's peaceful. I don't want to wake up to no alarm clock. I don't want to go on no lunch break. I'm not sitting around waiting for 5:30 to be off. I want to be off every day. Every day. I'm not a quitter. I will not give up. So you guys just stay tuned and we'll see how I go. We belong in Africa.